I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the excellence and professionalism of the men and women of the Pennsylvania State Police as you represent them here today, and I know the State Troopers Association is always also in the room today representing them. So thank you. One thing I wanted to bring up, we all recognize that violent crime in the city of Philadelphia has increased dramatically. And I was wondering, has the District Attorney of Philadelphia requested and has PSP provided assistance in enforcing our state's criminal law in the city of Philadelphia? And also, does the Pennsylvania State Police independently investigate and arrest on violent crimes, firearm crimes, gang crimes, and drug crimes in the city of Philadelphia? And if so, what's the experience of the Pennsylvania State Police on the successful prosecution of those crimes?
We work in the city of Philadelphia with organized crime, some of our other investigative entities as well. Whenever they have a violation of crime, they prosecute according to the Pennsylvania law, and if it's up to the district attorney whether he will proceed in making those things proceed to court or not. Concerning drug-type violations, our people are instructed to make the charge for the state law as it is right now and process the proceeding as that way as we go.
Well, as you know, the violence in the city of Philadelphia has increased, have you either received additional requests or more than usual requests from the city of Philadelphia for assistance, or have you independently been pursuing these crimes? Because you know, we're hearing a lot about the criminal behavior and possibly a lot less about the prosecution of many crimes in the city of Philadelphia, and that's the concern that I'm getting to.
I don't recall that we've been specifically asked to go down to Philadelphia for these types of things, but we do work on ATF task force and some other things, Safe Streets task force as well.
More to the Colonel's point, we're actually quite active with there's a gun violence task force. Falls under the auspices largely of the Attorney General, but we're very active with that. That actually morphs into some of the things we do with PICS. You know, we're in the process. We actually developed an ERG clean entry screen. It's pursuant to 6127 of the Crimes Code. And that bolsters our ability to, it's and a recovered gun is what ERG stands for within the context of the clean system. We're in the process of building that out and bolstering our analytical capabilities. In fact, in our Bureau of Criminal Investigation, we're moving toward essentially a gun crime intelligence center capability and functionality. So we have worked with select entities that address issues concomitant with Philadelphia, but more broadly gun crime across the Commonwealth. To the best of my knowledge, we haven't received any sort of request from the district attorney, though. Okay,
so most of your enforcement in the city of Philadelphia is due to law enforcement coordination across the board with various law enforcement agencies. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think that's accurate. And of course, if we self-initiate, because even in terms of the funding discussion, we go back to, well, what do we do in Philadelphia? So we're responsible for primary patrol responsibilities of the expressway, 676 and parts of 95. So as the Colonel said, when we encounter a crime on the expressway, whether it be, you know, a gun crime, stolen gun, we've had some pursuits of robbery suspects. We do encounter crime concomitant with our responsibility to provide patrol services on the expressways in the city. We prosecute them as, you know, we file the charges as the Crimes Code demands, and then obviously it becomes the province of the district attorney to make prosecutorial determinations.
And you don't follow up on that. So whether the district attorney chooses to prosecute or not, that's not something that you would keep record of?
we would have to, we could extract the data. I don't have it in front of me, but we could certainly extract that data to determine what the outcome of any prosecutions would be.
I would be very interested in receiving that data from the Pennsylvania State Police. I think that's a concern.